Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. The Bad Guys is a new animation movie where these group of bad guys are basically trying to, steal this statue thing, this trophy statue thing, and but then they get caught, and next they try to become good guys, but really they're still trying to be bad guys. From the looks of the trailers, I was like, okay, this is gonna be stupid. I'm like, this is gonna be an awful movie for kids, and it's not because that our main characters are villains. None of the trailers were like that funny. Like they weren't like it was like, oh, okay, that was an awkward joke. But I was really surprised how good this was. This movie is basically just a redemption story. It's about second chances and just like giving other people a chance at life. That's basically the message of this story, and it pulls through with it. Our main character is like is a Mr. Wolf. I don't know the actor's name for it, but he is basically he kind of like on this heist thing, like he helps saves this old lady, and it's like he kind of feels good about it. Like he really feels good about it, and so he's like sort of trying to change his ways, but at the same time manipulate his team to like realize like, oh, maybe being good isn't a bad thing, or like it actually feels good to be a good guy. And so that comes with some conflict later on in the movie. But yeah, it's a really great movie. Great animation. I really liked it. Like it has that Netflix animation to it, like the Netflix shows that Universal has been doing with them. But it's really fun. It's a really fun movie. It's really quick and short. Um, but no, it's not a perfect movie overall. Like I have a couple problems with it. Like there's like this one scene where this lizard character, like he's like a small character, and actually knocks out a human and takes the human's clothes, and it's like all perfect, pristine, small for his like it's like the size for him. It's like, okay, the size difference doesn't make any sense there. And like stuff like that is like where I point out, I'm like, okay, that's gonna bother me. I don't care, even though it's an animation, I don't care, because then later on in the movie, um, a size to a person completely changes, and it doesn't make any sense at all. It either and next, even when you see it, it still doesn't make any sense. Like, but you're literally the size maybe down here to the size of the leg chair, and it's like and they're suddenly up here. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, oh, okay. I was like, I'll allow the first one because it's closed, but then maybe it's like, he's very neat and very quick at neating clothes, but then later on your size just completely changes and it doesn't make any sense. And so besides that point, it's really good. I think this is a good movie for kids to go out and watch. The theater was packed. The kids were loving it. Everyone clapped at the end. I'm like, all right, that is good. That is a good sign, and I really liked it. I would honestly own this. Like this was a good animation movie, and lately we don't really get that much. We don't really get that much good movies for kids. Like recently we got Sonic, which is a good movie, but but not to like the level that I think this movie is. And I believe the last animated movie I saw, well, last kids movie was Clifford, and that was just awful in every way. Which the message in that movie is the same here, but in that movie it doesn't justify its message. Here it justifies it. It gives you a reason, and it's like and it's and just flows with the story and makes sense. And that's what I go in and for looking for these kids movies. Does it own up to its message? Does it justify the message for these kids? And it does. It does its job, and it's great. I'm gonna give the Bad Guys an A minus. It's really good. Besides those 2 points where the characters size change and a surprising villain as well that doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, oh, like the lot certain points when it comes to a villain, because of course there has to be a villain. It doesn't really make any sense to it. It's like, oh, really? I mean, like there was no subtle hints to it and all that. Maybe like a couple of subtle hints to like a certain character being a villain. It's like, okay, you know what? That's fine. I'll allow that. But it just comes out of nowhere. But anyway, yeah, it has this like Ocean 11 and I forget the name of the movie. What's Zootopia combined together. That's the movie I was thinking of. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.